Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. We're set for today's video. The beer's courtesy of Billy. Thanks so much, Billy. I really appreciate it. It's also Cellar Saturday. It is from his cellar, not mine, obviously. And I'm really excited for this. I'm also a little nervous, and I'll tell you why. So I'm really excited because I don't think I've ever had this beer before. And I love barley wines. I've had some Anchor beers, but you might have already figured out why I'm a little bummed or not looking forward to it, because what if I love this beer and I can never get it again because it's Anchor, So I'm mostly hoping that it's awesome, obviously, but that would be kind of bittersweet. I'll read the little wording. San Francisco's celebrated Old Foghorn Ale has been virtually handmade by the brewers of Anchor Steam Beer in one of the world's smallest and most traditional breweries since 1975. Our Barleywine style ale, the first of its kind in modern times in the United States, has a luscious depth of flavor that makes it ideal for sipping after dinner. I'm starting this before dinner, and we'll finish it after dinner. And maybe a little bit with dinner. I'm making paella, so I'm pretty excited. It is made with top fermenting yeast, fresh whole hops, and, quote, first wort, end quote, the richest runnings of the thick all malt mash. Old Foghorn is dry hopped in the classic ale tradition and aged in our cellars until it attains the perfect balance of malty sweetness, estery fruitiness, and exquisite hop character for which it is known throughout the world. And this is from 2020, so it's about 3.5 years old at time of review. It was bottled in September of that year. So yeah, really excited. But again, nervous, because what if I really, really love it and then it's like, well, although it looks like, someone's going to buy Anchor. Are they going to rebrew their beers? I don't know. A lot of unknowns right now. All right. That is a nice brown, coppery color. Definitely looks like a barley wine. It's got that depth. There's a decent amount of carbonation I can see. I don't know if it's coming across on camera. Actually, I can smell a little bit of already. Almost half a finger of this light khaki color, sticking to the side glass more than it is in the center, but it's more than a film on top of the liquid in the center. Pretty compact bubbles. I gotta get in this aroma because I can, like I said, I can already smell it. It smells good. I like that it said fruity esters. I do get some of the dried fruit stuff, but then it is like that softer, just kind of fruity esterness of it all. Some caramelized sugars, a little bit of without quite being exactly caramel, a little bit of a date quality, which is nice. That brown bread thing you can get, some molasses. It's pretty sweet smelling. There's an earthiness to it that's kind of helping bring some balance to the perception of sweetness that I'm getting. Smells really good. Super faint mintiness, also herbaceous mintiness. It smells awesome. Let's get into the glass. Cheers. Thanks again, Billy. Hope you're doing well. That's good. That's nice. Yeah, I like this. It's not blowing my mind. I'm kind of lucky based on all that stuff I said earlier. I like that sip quite a bit. I'm excited to finish the glass and the bottle. But I'm also not this might be the last time I ever have it, So I'm somewhere between those worlds. So it's got some English style barley wine, but it definitely drinks more on the American style side. It's not as hoppy aggressive as Bigfoot. And courtesy of Billy, I had that really old Bigfoot recently, way older than this. And that still had more of a hop bite than this does. That's why I bring it up. So yeah, it's a little bit more American for me, for sure. It doesn't quite hit super citrusy, a little bit of orange maybe. Orange marmalade specifically. And it's very faint. Kind of more of a West Coast pininess to it. Yeah, it's just hops on the front. I was like, does it have some pine on the front? But yeah, it just has some hops. I just remember there being green vegetation on the front. You do get the fruity ester thing. Like the aroma, it's not super caramel, but some caramelized sugar. It's got some date, but not like date paste intensity. Another interesting thing about this beer, and there's a little bit of a dank quality. Interesting thing about this beer is, even though everything I'm saying is it's a light version of this, it's the light version of that, it's only in a little amount. It's a pretty flavorful experience too. It's just there's a lot of stuff going on and nothing super overpowering anything else. There is some dominant stuff, which is that West Coastiness of it all. Some of those fruity esters, the caramelized sugar thing. Like those are some of the bigger notes. Brown bread, molasses. But yeah, it's a lot of like little stuff that comprises this, and the stuff makes sense together. So that's really important and a good thing that's happening. A little bit more orange marmalade in that sip. The caramelization's intensifying upon each sip. Those are those are the big differences. Everything else is basically the same every sip that I've said already. Those things seem to be compounding. Yeah, I'm enjoying this beer. I don't want to undersell it, but it's also not blowing my mind where I am like, oh no, this might be the last time I ever have it. So it's kind of that sweet spot for me where I'm going to enjoy the bottle I have and be happy that I was definitely able to try this. So thank you, Bill. I really appreciate it, because I'm pretty sure, like I said, I've never had this beer before, and as a huge fan of Barleywine, that's awesome that I get to tick it off now. Have you guys had this one before? What do you think is going to happen with Anchor? Who do you think is going to buy them? Are they going to keep the recipes? All that stuff. Comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews, both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.